go for it. Oh, shit, hang on. Okay, now you can go for it.
All right. Hey, welcome. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome for the first time, perhaps, to the Joe Code Podcast. This is your host, Joe Marrese. Great to have everyone in for episode 207. Episode 207, and actually just about the 4-year anniversary of the podcast. Aaron, I was looking back. The first episode, Joe Code Episode 1, came out on June 14th, 2021.
Wow.
So we are just about exactly at the 4-year anniversary with this pod coming out on June 16th, 2025. So 4 years. How about that? 4 years. We graduated. It's off to college. Don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have a major picked yet. But yeah, hell of a 4 years. Heck of a 4 years. Wild 4 years. So thank you to all you guys out there for, if you were here from the beginning and are still here, wow. Thank you. And shout it out. Comment if you have been here since the beginning, and if you've seen all or listened to all the episodes. I'd like to know who's been here for all 207. That'd be cool to see and hear that. So that's awesome. All right, yeah, we just had Father's Day. I hope everybody, all you dads out there, got some nice ties. Perhaps a box of cigars. Maybe you got some nice golf balls. Maybe some teas, or maybe you got a grill. Maybe the family went big and we got a new grill for the yard for 4th of July to start grilling up. Aaron, what did you get? A frickin' maybe subscription to the Wall Street Journal, something?
I wouldn't be shocked or upset if I got socks, I suppose. Could have used a tie.
Socks.
Just went to a wedding. Could have used a new tie, but that's fine.
Yeah, I need some ties. Yeah, my dad just wants an Amazon gift card. So gonna get him let me pick what I want. You don't get to choose. I choose what I want. People want full control over gifts. But yeah, I need socks too. Because I never have the right length. I always never know to go no show or low cut. Because then it's either under my heel or up past my ankle. Can they just do like, hey, can they just make socks like, hey, this is Achilles length. I need it right at like mid Achilles tendon length sock. Are you looking for long socks?
No.
What are you looking for? Short, low cut?
I would
V cut.
I'd be willing to bet if I got socks, they'd have some sort of fun design on them, so they'd be mid ankle or whatever. But my wife just keeps bothering me about, what do you want to do? And I'm just like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's kind of what Father's Day is all about.
I don't need an activity.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need to chill.
Yeah.
Maybe go to the park.
Not even that.
No.
Day of rest.
Watch golf.
Not for me.
Okay. Yeah, that pretty much, that's about all you can really do then.
I looked at the Dodgers schedule. They're playing the Giants on ESPN. I'm like, nah.
Oh, you're thinking about maybe going to a game?
Nah, I don't want to go to that. I don't want to get involved in that fight.
Yeah, that's a tense rivalry there. Yeah, I don't know if you want to be there for that.
Yeah, well, they're only a half game apart in the division, so.
Yeah, that's a good rivalry there. Yeah, we're into the summer here. A lot of good baseball races happening. Fun to see. Should be wild as it always is.
Yeah.
Before we get into some more things, let me shout out here a reminder. Coming up on Friday, June 20th, come out to the Comedy Store. Bros Before Joes. That is our comedy show. Me, Kevin Fard, JT Parr, Chad Kroger, Strider Wilson, all the bros are back for this show. We've had a couple of the guys not there for the past couple, but everyone is back. Me, Chad, JT Strider, Kevin, plus our special guests, Sophie Buttle, and then Suba Agarwal. And, of course, the Gentle Chodes closing out the show, as they always do, with a special serenade to a certain you-know-what. And if you don't know what, come out to the show and frickin' find out. The Gentle Chodes, they sing about one thing and one thing only. Check out my Instagram. That'll give you a little hint. I've posted some past videos from the shows. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Friday night, June 20th, 8 o'clock, in the Belly Room at the Comedy Store. These shows usually sell out, so get on those tickets. Going to be a lot of fun. And, yeah, look forward to seeing everybody. The tickets are available on my Instagram profile. So click that link on my Instagram page. And all right, let's get into the This Sucks for this week. A little bit wild here. This sucks for this week. Aaron, my no meat streak has ended.
Oh boy.
And it was on accident.
Whoops.
No meat streak has ended, and this is who took me down. Taco Bell.
Well, they'll do it.
They took me down with a with a Crunchwrap Supreme that was supposed to be freaking black bean.
Oh,
supposed to be black bean Crunchwrap, and it was just the regular ground beef Crunchwrap.
Tastes so good though, right?
Well, I took a bite or two, and then I was like, "What is this? Why did they?" I asked for black beans. Why is it sand? I didn't want sand because it was like a little. I'm like, that's not black beans. And I'm looking. I'm like, oh, that's their ground beef. No offense, Taco Bell. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. I like the black beans, so that sucks.
Yeah, it's not cool to get your order wrong.
Yeah, it's not cool to have that, and then also to have my no meat streak end by the ground beef from Taco Bell. You know, that was a heck of a streak I had going. That'd be like if Goldberg, back in the WCW days when he had his undefeated streak going of like 100-something matches in a row that he won, that'd be like if AC Slater from Bayside High took down Goldberg. No offense to AC. I know you were a state champ wrestler back in the day, but you ain't beating Goldberg. So I got taken out by the ground beef. But yeah, no, that's what's good about Uber Eats. You get a refund. I had to send him a picture. Yeah, sure, I'll send you a picture.
Yeah. A lot of people lying about that.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, maybe. But it's not like you get extra money. You just get refunded for the thing they messed up.
Yeah.
So. But, yeah, so that took me down. But, hey, it wasn't on purpose. It's not my fault.
No.
Taco Bell. All right, so yeah, as we were saying, we are in the midst here of summer. We had Father's Day, we got 4th of July coming up, and I am making a trip back to Chicago for 4th of July. Gonna do that, pay a nice little visit back home, because I'll tell you what, now LA, big city, we got water, you know, there are 4th of July things happening, but not in my world over here. I'm in the apartment living, I'm in the apartment community life. So there's not a whole lot of 4th of July celebrations. I'm not getting knocks at my door like, hey, come up to 410. We're having a barbecue. Not a whole lot of that going on for 4th of July. And I remember last year, yeah, didn't do much. Yeah, it's not like I live down in Hermosa Beach where I'm out by the water and people are throwing house parties at at their places. Aaron, I don't know how it is out by you, but is there a lot of 4th of July happenings going on? You're more in a suburban area.
Yeah, I'm sure
see,
there are, but it's not like your neighbors come over and say, hey, come enjoy our fireworks all night long. They just fire them off.
Yeah, they do, yeah. Yeah,
military grade fireworks.
Yeah, some people go crazy. Yeah, I'd like to see some fireworks. Yeah, that'd be sick. But yeah, I'm going back. That'll be cool. And my friends actually, we got something pretty fun planned for that 4th of July weekend. Let me ask everybody this. Are you ever too old for a bar crawl? I'm going to say no.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm saying no. I see it as something to do. It gets me fired up. Now, we're talking about a core of guys here who are 40, 41 years old, maybe some guys late 30s who will be on this. But this is the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. Now, you may be like, hey, Joe, come on, at 41? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not really a casual go-to-the-bar guy anymore. I'm not really into it. Like, I haven't even had a beer in, like, about 3 weeks now. I don't really go out much. Not really into let's go get a beer. No, let's not. How about I don't? Because it's dumb. But when it's fun, when you have something planned and there's like something to do and it's like, you're like, yeah, let's do it. And also, get this, it's a train bar crawl.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's, so where we live in Park Ridge, there's the neighboring, it's the Chicago. It's the first Chicago neighborhood because we border the city. There's so we're going to start in Edison Park, which is the neighborhood in Chicago. And then we're going to go out into the suburbs on the Metra train. Mm-hmm. Metra, which is I believe the sister of the Metro that we have here.
Must be.
Yeah, the female version. So we go out to the suburbs and we're hitting like 7 bars that are all like within 2-minute walking distance from all the train stops.
Oh.
It's pretty freaking awesome. Now, we know it's the middle of the summer. It's 4th of July weekend. To me, when I heard this, this sounds more like a winter activity. But, hey, if we have a great time, we're going to run it back.
Sure.
I'll run it back over Christmas. You think I won't do this? That's what's great about this. Yeah, it sounds like more of a winter thing, but it can be a year-round kind of vibe. And, yeah, my friend Joe planned it. He's calling it the Star Spangled Stagger. So should be great. Yeah, train stops, and we got friends that live in these different towns. So we'll just have friends. They're living with their families. They'll come meet us for a drink, and then they go back home, and then we hop on the train. I'm imagining there's going to be a core group of us, maybe 5 of us that are going to be in it for the long haul, going to all the stops, and then we'll just have guys meeting us as we go. Because if it's like 15, 20 of us rolling on and off the train, which can happen, but I don't know, it might look a little odd, but guess what? What are you going to do about it if you see that? What are you going to do? Are you going to criticize us, or are you going to be like, hey, I want some of that? You'll see these dudes with, perhaps they have a lot of gray facial hair. Perhaps some of them are bald. Maybe some of them have a lot of wrinkles. Yeah, maybe these guys are a little bit older, but you see them having fun, hopping on and off the train, hopping in and out of bars. You might be like, hey, I'm going to buy a day pass for the Metro, and I'm going to freaking join these guys. Come get some. That's what I'm going to tell you. If you see me out, I'm going to tell you, come get some. We want it. Aaron, I suggest you buy a plane ticket. Let's get on the Star-Spangled Stagger.
How far on the train are you going to go?
I mean, we're going to go out to, I believe the furthest stop is going to Fox River Grove, which is a pretty good ride. But yeah, I mean, it's not too far.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I believe we got about 7-8 stops planned. And then it's up for discussion about how long we want to stay at each place. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, could be a lot of dudes. Hopefully there are some wives or some girlfriends coming along. A bunch of dudes. I don't know. We could just say, hey, we're the dance dads. You know, the dance moms, they go out. What about the dance dads? Because everybody's kids are doing dance. My nieces do dance. Or I know at least one of them, and I have my friends' kids. There's a lot of the dance going on. I don't know if you know about this yet, Aaron, but they're into the dance.
Yeah. We've been in and out of dance.
Yeah, a lot of
Gymnastics.
dancing going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be. Yeah, at first I was like a little apprehensive. Like, is this bar crawl? Is this? Am I past that? Do we not do that? And then I'm like, no, this is exactly what I need right now. And so that's happening. Plan to take over every bar we go into. Pool, darts, shuffleboard. I plan on taking I'll take on any takers. I'll take on all comers, as they say. So yeah, should be wild, should be fun. Maybe do some golf, maybe some night golf, maybe some mini golf. Aaron, you don't golf at all.
I will go if invited.
Now, what do you think about night golf? Have you ever done night golf?
I have not.
Yeah, night golf is a little more fun. Yeah, there's a very limited number of places that do it.
Do you get a glow in the dark ball?
There's some places that they'll do glow in the dark balls, and then other places it'll be they actually have lights. So like you're playing like a night football or baseball game or something. So and night golf may be better because now you have like a really valid reason to suck.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I can barely see. Yeah, of course it's shit. As opposed to the daytime when you have perfect visibility and the ball is just sitting there and you still can barely hit it, or you hit it a million yards to the right. You're like, oh, well, yeah. This seems like an easy game, but I freaking stink. But at night, you're like, oh, whoa, it's dark. It's dark. I can't see. How am I supposed to be good? Yeah, that's what I like about night golf. Kind of takes the pressure off. You're like, yeah, of course I suck. I can't see it. It's just a little stupid ball. It's all dark out here in this big course. But yeah, I like the night golf. Mini golf I haven't done in a while.
Me neither.
I think it would be fun to do mini golf with like some cool obstacles. Always was big with the obstacles.
You know the last place I played mini golf was?
Somewhere in Wisconsin Dells.
Las Vegas, Nevada. Kiss mini golf.
Kiss mini golf. Where's that at?
It was right across from the Hard Rock, but the Hard Rock's
wow.
not there anymore.
Nice.
Yeah, all indoors, blacklit. It's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Yeah, I didn't know they had that. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right, let's do what do I have? Joe Code for this week. Now, I meant to reference this last week with him here. We had great guest Mike Black on. My Joe Code for this week is be the friend who gives gifts Mike Black is that guy. If it's your birthday, Mike Black is that guy who will give you a little gift. Now, it can be a little keychain, maybe a hat, it's just something nice and small, but it's a very thoughtful thing. To be that thoughtful friend is a great thing. I should try and be that more. But if you're the friend that gives gifts, you are very much loved, and we thank you. So if you're not that friend that gives gifts, maybe be that friend who gives gifts, or get a freaking friend that gives gifts if no one's giving any damn gifts. Get some gifts. Like Mike Black, he got me my last birthday, he got me like a little visor, and then like the Invisible Man keychain. It's an actual keychain. It's not invisible. You could see it, just so you guys know.
But is it just blank?
No, he's got like the mask thing, or it looks like almost like it's like something. It's like some kind of face covering, I guess you'd call it, whatever he wore.
Mm-hmm. Like a wrap.
Yeah. So there's that, and then Mike Black, great dude. Yeah, I hope people enjoyed that episode. I thought it seems like it's a little. Not a whole lot of feedback on it, but I hope you guys liked it. Maybe you guys are out for the summer right now, but it was fun to do that bracket that we did, Aaron. I was, as we got towards the end there, I was really pulling for the Heat scene.
Yeah.
That was the one, because when the pod premiered, I was talking to Brandon and some other guys that were commenting as they were watching along, and I was like, I was really pulling for Heat there. And then Jurassic Park, but the alien, Ripley against the Alien Queen, of course. Like my dad said, he's like, I watched it. He's like, yeah, that was an amazing scene. He watched the alien scene. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. So
yeah.
Well, yeah, fun stuff. And, we got a couple more brackets, guys. Thank you for sending those in, as always. Love doing the old brackets. Let's see. And then, we have, what is it? So it's a couple sports-related brackets that we have, actually. It's the one that we've been meaning to get to, which is the best sports moment bracket, which I've now had for a couple months. And then we just got one that's hot off the presses, is best sports nicknames bracket. So we have either of those to get to. And then also let me read, how about we get into a couple of the emails first. We got a couple of those to get caught up on. Of course, everybody, email me here, joecodepodcast@gmail.com. This is the podcast of food, beer, and men. We like to talk. It's summertime. I'd like to get my beer on. As I just mentioned, the food, beer, and men. Going to be hitting that train crawl pretty hard, if you guys know what I mean. All right, so here we go. And then we got, just a couple emails, and then we'll look at these brackets. First one we got here came in from, this is from Joe. Joe from San Diego. All right, Joe. Podcast question. Yeah, that's right. This is a podcast, and he's got a question. What up, Joe, Aaron, and potential esteemed dank guest? I had a disappointing food experience this month that I figured would be relevant to the pod. After shredding the waves at one of our dank San Diego beaches, I decided to go get a couple chicken bakes at Costco, as I am super broke and chicken bakes are an excellent source of protein. Upon receiving my chicken bakes, I was disappointed to find that the new bags they put them in at Costco fell apart almost instantly almost to the point where I dropped the chicken bakes. Additionally, I got a hot dog, and that bag split right away, too. Wow. Don't get me wrong. Overall, I love Costco and everything they do for broke people like me, but this was disappointing, as usually they are pretty on top of everything. Anyways, I bring all this up to ask if you guys have ever had similar disappointing food packaging issues with certain eateries, or conversely, if you feel that there are food establishments that are always on top of their shit when it comes to this. I know Aaron doesn't like the fries at In-N-Out, but I feel like we can all agree the bags, boxes, and cups the food comes in there are sufficient and reliable. Sorry for the long email. Thanks as always for all the food, beer, and men talk, which makes the Monday commute significantly less boring. Peace, Joe from San Diego. I'm not familiar with the chicken bake exactly. Is that like
that's good.
What is it?
It's basically it's for like $3.50 maybe, $4, something like that. It's like a roll, a bread roll.
Okay.
And inside is chicken, bacon, and ranch.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you can get them.
Nice.
You can get them to take home and cook, or you can get them made where you get hot dogs.
Yeah, I don't like packaging falling apart. That's disappointing to hear. It's it can be very violating. Also, if you're dropping it on the ground, I mean that's good packaging is really important. I haven't really had problems lately with bad packaging. I just have problems with items being wrong, or not putting the right ingredients in things. But yeah, packaging mishaps, like if you open the bag and you see like your food is spread all over the bag, yeah, that is very disappointing to hear. Yeah, I guess we can't take for granted sufficient little cardboard boxes that work well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I know Raising Cane's has some good packaging. It's like a plastic tray that your food comes in.
Yeah.
McDonald's has always been solid.
Yeah, that's the thing about them. Yeah, most of the fast food places are pretty on top of it.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be your random like carry-out place where you could be left disappointed.
Yeah, I had like I had shawarma or something from Zanku Chicken that got a little gnarly. But
Yeah,
maybe that was just more the food was very wet as opposed to the packaging being bad.
Yeah, it could be that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if something gets a little too wet, it can melt through that frickin' packaging.
Burritos are always pretty good.
Yeah, I usually have more problem with stuff falling apart. Like, yeah, you mentioned Zanku Chicken. I had a falafel wrap from them recently, fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, burrito I had recently fell apart.
The pizza box is a pretty solid piece of equipment. That little table that's on there is designed to keep the box from smashing down on the pizza.
Yeah.
If you've ever wondered that.
Yeah, pizza's usually solid. I mean, I've had slid pizza before where everything slides, but I think that's delivery error.
Yeah.
By the dipshit delivering your pizza. All right, we're here. Here we go. Here we are.
I mean, it's the messiest delivery system for any food is probably the ice cream cone.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah,
But I mean,
traveling with ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, you're excited that they give you this, gigantic, tall, skinny mountain of soft serve, but like
even just handing someone an ice cream cone, there can be.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, ice cream's tough.
Yeah.
Speaking of ice cream, Lane is hitting us with a little ice cream talk because we had that a few episodes back. Questions/comments part 30. Oh, wow. Congrats on 30 emails, Lane. Joe, Aaron, sup. Joe, you singing that ice cream song made me want to drive my car into the frickin' median to make it all end. Hey, man, I'm going to do a little singing from time to time here, okay? I do karaoke. You should come watch that. And also, Lane, you wrote, Joe, you signing that ice cream song. I didn't sign the ice cream. Guess what? It would probably melt if I signed it. Why don't you frickin' proofread your damn emails before you send them in? How about that, Lane? Got to give us a warning next time. Yeah, I will. I'll warn you next time I sing. Also, don't sleep on the Flintstone push pops. Yeah, I think I briefly mentioned those. Yeah, those are really good.
Mm-hmm. Solid.
If you had an all-expense-paid vacation to wherever you want to go and do whatever you want to do, where/what would it be? Assuming you would pick a place with some good strip clubs or visiting the original Hooters. I imagine that's somewhere in Florida or something.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I didn't even know that, but that was like my guess, but maybe I did hear that somewhere.
I'll look it up. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Lastly, fuck, marry, kill. The old hag from Titanic.
Yeah, the original is in Clearwater, Florida.
Nice. Mashed potatoes with no salt, pepper, or butter. And Captain Jack Sparrow. Around the waist hugs, Lane. Thanks, Lane. All expense paid vacation. I mean, I want to go to Europe. I really want to go. I've never been. I want to do a European vacation.
Yeah.
And
there's so many different places you could go.
Yeah, I'd want to go to everything.
Rather pricey, so it's nice to have it all expense paid.
Yeah. Send me to Europe, Lane.
Yeah.
Who's all expensing it? You?
Portugal's really cool.
Yeah, I want to go there. Yeah, I want to go there.
Greece.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Italy's great.
Yeah.
France is great.
Yes.
Even England's fun.
Yeah, I'll go to England and Ireland, too.
Yeah.
Maybe even freaking Norway or that shit over there. No, it's not shit. I'm just...
It's way up there.
Sorry, guys. I'm just... Yeah, you got to cross the North Sea. I just looked at the map. How you like that? No, yeah, it'd be fun. Yeah, I'd do the Norwegian, or yeah, what are they? Scandinavian. Yeah, Finland. Oh, yeah, I'd like to go everywhere over there. That'd be cool. All right. F, marry, kill. I don't know. Everybody likes these so much.
Mm-hmm.
Probably kill mashed potatoes with no salt, pepper, butter.
Yeah, I mean it's not ideal, but I think I'm saving that for something else.
Yeah, let's see. I'd probably marry the old hag from Titanic. She's lived a great life. She's probably been a very supportive wife. She's seen a lot. And I guess F Jack Sparrow. I mean, if I had to pick here,
I'm gonna kill the old hag from Titanic and take that jewel right out of her hands because it's worth $200 million or something. I'm gonna fuck mashed potatoes with no salt, pepper, or butter because what else are they good for?
Yeah, give it
and
to him.
I'm marrying
once.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Probably also murder him.
Yeah, there you have it, Lane. All right. And then we got... All right, Kyle. All right, Kyle says, and then he's got another F, marry, kill in here. What up, Joe and Aaron? Hey, Joe and Aaron. Current listening to the Mike Black episode while walking my dog Donut and wanted to fire over a few questions. Great dog name, by the way. Donut. Why does the name Aaron start with 2 A's?
I don't know. Ask the Bible.
I never understood that. Also, does Aaron ever go by the nickname Double A? Try it out.
It was on my jersey.
Yeah, try it out, Aaron.
Softball. I've changed it to Aaron, but because that's obviously more popular. But yeah, Double A, sure.
Yeah. All right. Here is a F, marry, kill for you both. Intercourse, matrimony, murder. Lastly, I keep forgetting to ask you, what's your social security number and mother's maiden name? Nice. Love you like a sister. Handsome 3K. All right, nice.
Yeah. He's going to come up again in the comments. I've already seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, do I get wild here? Okay.
No, I think it's a joke.
Yeah. No, I mean with the F, marry, kill that he did.
I think it's a joke. It's literally that's what those
That's
words
what
are.
it is. Yeah, I'm gonna murder.
Yeah, kill, murder.
I'll marry intercourse. F, matrimony. Yeah, and then then Kyle gives us the bracket. Same Kyle. So Kyle, with this, let's read this here. So the bracket is best sports nicknames. What up, Joe, Double A, Ron, and any esteemed guest? Attached is a bracket of some of my favorite nicknames of professional athletes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love a clever nickname that was earned, which is why I left Kobe, Muhammad Ali, and the various nicknames Shaq gives himself, even though most are funny.
I appreciate that distinction. Thank you.
Yeah, did
Kobe
those guys...
calling himself the Black Mamba was not...
So he called himself that.
After Kill Bill, he called himself that. I've never heard that snake before that movie, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think you got to be given a nick. Yeah, I've had nicknames over the years, and you don't... Yeah, you let other people do that. You don't say, hey, you're going to call me Meatball or whatever. That's what some people called me. But, yeah. All right. So he says, would love to hear your thoughts on these nicknames and see which one trumps all. There are so many more I could have included, so maybe I'll include a round 2 if you want. I'll be disappointed if you don't know who some of these people are.
It's Love You Like a Sister.
Oh. LYLAS.
Yeah.
Handsome 3K. And then he gives us the sports nicknames bracket.
Shall we get into it?
Yeah, do you want to do that?
Sure.
And then we're still holding on to the best sports moment.
Sure.
I feel like the best sports moment could be that would have to be maybe a 3-person bracket. But I don't know, maybe we'll maybe we'll disagree on some of these. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But let's do this best sports nickname. And just glancing at it, I do know all of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's it's only 16 total, 8 on each side. Sure, yeah, let's this is best sports nicknames, people.
For players, not for teams.
Right.
Which is what I thought. We got number 1 versus number 8. Number 1, the Big Unit versus number 8, Johnny Football.
Now this is for those that don't know, that's pitcher Randy Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And then Johnny Manziel, former Heisman winning quarterback.
Famously flamed out.
I really like the Big Unit.
Yeah.
I think that's a great nickname. Johnny Football is kind of cool because it's like, hey, he's amazing at football. His name's John, so it's like, hey, I'm Johnny Football.
I'm going to disagree with you there. I think anytime someone calls someone... Like Don Mattingly was Donnie Baseball, Jim Edmonds they called Jimmy Baseball. I hate that. It's
Big Unit's got some creativity to it.
Exactly.
He was a big dude.
6'10",
and he was a freaking monster on the hill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Big Unit 4-1.
I'm going 4-0.
Yeah, Aaron's sweeping it.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good matchup. Number 3 versus 6, Sweetness versus number 6, Megatron.
All right, these are 2 great football players. One, of course, is Walter Payton.
Walter Payton, the Sweetness.
Hall of Fame, late Bears running back.
Yep.
The great number 34.
Mm-hmm.
And then Megatron, of course, Calvin Johnson, phenomenal wide receiver for the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
Yeah, Megatron is a great nickname because he's a freaking freak. Something nice about Sweetness.
I think so too.
That's just a beautiful nickname.
Yeah.
And I forget the origin of it, how they gave him that.
Because he was such a soft-spoken guy. He had a like sweet little voice.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then you could watch him play, and it's just like, oh, this is Sweetness. Like you can use it that way.
Yeah, or the opposite. He would tear through you and not think twice. But like, he had this sweet little voice.
Yeah. Yeah, I like. I'm going to say Sweetness 4-2. Advancing.
Yeah, I'll say Sweetness 4-1. Then we have Magic, number 5, versus number 4, The Answer.
All right, people. Of course, The Answer, Allen Iverson, former basketball player, as well as Magic, Irvin Magic Johnson, of course. I don't know. I almost would disqualify Magic. Not disqualify, but because that's all anybody calls him.
Yeah.
So I see The Answer as more of a nickname.
Sure.
Because it's not like he doesn't really go by that. Like Magic is everyone knows him as Magic.
Yeah. That's true. I think it's a better nickname, but I don't know that it's a nickname.
Yeah.
Because he was a magician with the ball.
Yeah.
One of the best passers. Especially for a big guy.
Right. Yeah, I like The Answer. I think that's cool, and then also it's like...
But who was the question?
What, is he going to succeed or whatever?
Yeah.
Hey, are we going to win this game? Well, let AI take over. Allen Iverson, that is.
Yeah.
Magic. But Magic is cool. I don't know. I'm kind of... I could go either way.
I'm leaning Magic.
Yeah, just thinking about it there for a second, I'm leaning Magic too, because you're like, people are like, if you're watching him play and you're like, this is Magic, that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Magic 4-3.
Yeah.
Very close.
Same. Then last matchup on this side of the bracket is number 7, the Bambino. It's the great Bambino.
It's the great Bambino. Yeah, not just the Bambino. What is this guy, a mob hitman? Hey, let's get the Bambino over here.
Versus number 2, Prime Time.
All right, people, we're talking two very famous athletes, Babe Ruth and Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
All right, now the great Bambino.
It's just a play on his other nickname, which is Babe.
Yeah, just like the great Babe.
Yeah.
Great Baby.
Yeah.
And he is a 7 seed, so Prime Time is the favorite here.
Yeah, I think Prime Time is better.
Yeah, Prime Time that's a special kind of nickname because it's like, hey, you're like, this guy's ready for the big moment.
Yeah.
It's Prime Time here. Like, everyone wants to play in prime time when all the lights are on, everybody's watching, and they gave this guy the nickname that he is prime time.
Yeah. I think it does violate the rules of this bracket a little bit because I think he did give himself that nickname, but I still think it's better.
What, Prime?
I think he gave himself the nickname.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it sounds like Kyle... I don't know. Yeah, Kyle. It sounds like Kyle did his research on that, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe ESPN gave him that. But yeah, I'm gonna say Prime Time.
Yeah. 4-2.
4-2. Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing too. Babe Ruth's name was George.
Yep. George Herman
Ruth. So he already had a nickname. Yeah. So you gave us a nickname of a nickname.
Yeah.
No, I mean, which is great, but yeah. But yeah, I'm going to say Primetime 4-2, yeah.
Then we've got number 1 on the other side, Iron Mike versus number 8, Charlie Hustle.
All right, now this is, of course, Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
against Pete Rose, I believe, right?
Now, Pete Rose's nickname was given to him sarcastically. I've read this story in his book and a couple other spots now. He was in spring training and he was hustling.
Yeah.
And it couldn't have been Lou Gehrig. It was Mickey Mantle for sure, and someone else watched him do that and said, "Look at Charlie Hustle over here." And then Pete took it as like a positive.
Why? Because he wasn't known to hustle a lot?
No, because you in spring training you kind of take it easy.
Oh, yeah, you take it easy. Oh, so he was going hard, and they're like, hey.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like it.
I like it better. I mean, it doesn't. Charlie is like, where does Charlie and Pete come together?
Yeah,
but
Charlie.
I do like Charlie Hustle better than Iron Mike, just because Iron Mike, whatever. If it was the Iron Horse, I'd be a lot more.
Well, yeah, Iron Mike. But I think
enthusiastic.
with him it works, though. Like, you look at Mike Tyson, you're like, this guy's a freaking bull.
I don't know. Who knew him was Iron Mike Tyson, though?
I mean, that's kind of what they call him.
I don't know. I think it's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is his name.
Yeah, he's Iron Mike.
It's not like sugar.
Just iron. Yeah, it is. Mike, you could call him Mike Iron Tyson if you want.
That's weird.
I don't know. I kind of like, I don't know. Charlie Hustle, it's kind of like, I don't know. It sounds kind of weird too, because I almost thought of it as like a reference to like his gambling. Like he's trying to hustle people.
No. It's definitely he played balls out when he crushed a catcher in the All-Star game. Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I'm going to go. I like Iron Mike. I like it 4-2.
Ugh.
You don't want to go Iron Mike?
I don't.
Yeah, see?
I don't.
Fine. I don't know. Charlie, I don't know. It's weird, I think.
It worked for him.
Kind of fun, but...
For literally his style of play was he would just hustle you, out-hustle you. He's not tall.
Yeah, he's calling people...
strong.
They're just calling people Charlie. It was my grandfather giving that nickname? Maybe, because that's when they played.
It was given to an old man in the 60s.
All right, well, yeah, we draw there.
Yeah. Next matchup, number 3, King James versus number 6, White Chocolate.
Yeah, so LeBron James, another one where the name is used already in the nickname.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, White Chocolate, former NBA star for the Sacramento Kings, Jason Williams. I liked him a lot. That nickname's great, too.
Yeah.
White Chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, King James, just not a whole lot of creativity there.
No, not really.
Not much going on there. Yeah, I like White Chocolate 4-0.
Wow. Okay.
I like a sweep.
Yeah. Wow. I'd give King James 2.
Maybe 1 for King James, because I guess no one else is called King something. All right, I'll give him 1, 4-1.
Okay, White Chocolate advances.
All right, now this next one's tough.
Yeah. Number 5, Air Jordan versus number 4, The Fridge.
Okay, now Air Jordan, yes, that is Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
You know the shoes, you know the player.
Mm-hmm.
I bet a lot of guys don't know this, or maybe they do, especially our younger audience. But the Fridge was a defensive lineman on the 85 Bears. His name was William Perry, and his nickname was the Refrigerator.
Yeah.
That's actually his full nickname. They'd call him William the Refrigerator Perry, and he'd go by the Fridge.
Yes, because he was as big as a refrigerator. But an incredible athlete.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Ran like a 4.5 40.
And and he was in one of the WrestleManias, actually. He was in that big royal, they did like a battle royal, I think in like the WrestleMania 2 or something.
Mm-hmm. scored a touchdown as a running back in the '85 World Super Bowl.
He did, yeah. Now,
to the chagrin of Walter Payton.
Yeah, it was the only upsetting thing, and Walter didn't get in. That is just a. I mean, I love Michael, but if we're just talking the nickname, the Fridge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And
it's better. Air Jordan is like a.
Yeah.
It's like a. It's a comment. It's a play on like.
Just like he's flying through the air.
Yeah, but like what's it called? Plane. Jesus, what the airlines? Yeah.
Yeah.
Air Canada, Air Jordan. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I never really thought of it like that. But yeah, you could do it like that too. But yeah, the Fridge is fun.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Fridge 4-3.
Yeah, I'll put it over. And then last matchup, number 7, the Worm.
These are two great ones.
Versus number 2, the Bus.
The Worm, everybody, is Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Those that don't know. And the Bus, I don't know, a good amount of the audience might not know, but former NFL running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jerome Bettis.
Yeah. And the Rams.
Oh, yeah, he was on the Rams a bit. Ooh.
The Bus is a good nickname because he was a bigger guy.
I like the Bus is similar to the Fridge, and the way he ran.
Yeah.
The Bus. I
don't know that the Worm really fits Dennis Rodman. I mean, it does because he's kind of a skeevy looking dude.
Yeah, the Worm. Yeah, I don't know. I forget where they got the Worm from.
Yeah.
Maybe just the way he kind of would maneuver around to get rebounds, maybe. The way he would box people out, because he seemed to always be in position.
Yeah.
So maybe the way he maneuvered around the court, maybe they were like, how did he even get in front of this guy? He worms his way around, maybe. Worm, the Bus. I don't know. The Bus is that to me. That's another fun one. I like that. Yeah. I like people being objects. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's what's fun about nickname. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Bus 4-3. I like the Bus. You going Bus?
Yeah, I'm going Bus. I was trying to look up where the Worm came from. But yeah. Definitely the Bus, I think 4-2.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to see the Bus going against the Fridge. All right, yeah, we could start. Yeah, we could do the quarters then.
Yeah, we just have a stalemate on one.
Yeah, well, yeah, we can leave. Yeah, we can leave the stalemate, I guess, and just work around that.
Okay. Then we've got... God, why is he called the Worm? Why does nobody have that listed?
I think my guess is going to be right. But yeah, you would think that'd be internet Googleable information. I would think it'd be out there.
Yeah.
It should be out there. Yeah, it's got to be his wormy play.
He's got a whole thing on his wrestling appearances. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm trying to remember when they started calling him that. It had to be like when he was with San Antonio. I don't think he was known as the Worm when he was with Detroit. Because he was already the Worm when he came to the Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. But yeah, the Worm origin. I wonder what it is. Maybe when he started dyeing his hair. But I don't know how that makes you a worm.
No. It says he got that from Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not showing up easily. But,
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. We've got the number 1, the big unit versus number 3, sweetness. Oof. Tough call.
Best nickname, the big unit, sweetness. I'm gonna go sweetness. I just like how, because that kind of just encapsulates Walter Payton.
Yeah.
Sweet guy, sweet voice, sweet on the field. Big unit.
It looked good on a headband, which he would wear.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say sweetness 4-3. I like big unit. It fits Randy Johnson well.
Yeah.
But there's just like a deeper meaning to sweetness that I like.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put sweetness through.
Yeah, I agree. 4-3. Then we've got number 5, Magic versus number 2, Prime Time.
Ooh. Magic.
Really?
No, I mean I'm trying to say him out to think. Magic.
I gave my hand away.
Prime Time. This guy's magic. He's magic. Prime Time. Prime Time. You're like, what's your reasons for leaning Prime Time? What hits you or what stands out mostly?
I just think there's the bravado of it, that I need to be on in prime time. Like, I'm always on in prime time. I don't know, just...
Yeah, I think it's cool, and I think it's another one that, like, fits the guy. Like, I don't think Prime Time could work for anyone else.
No. Hasn't so far.
Yeah, and then Magic is cool, but yeah, I'm gonna say it's really tight. But yeah, I'll say Prime Time 4-3.
4-3. It's very close.
Yeah,
I will say I don't like Coach Prime as a nickname.
I really don't either.
I don't like Prime.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be Prime Time.
Yeah, I like Prime Time together.
Yeah.
Why don't they just say Coach Prime Time?
Yeah.
Maybe that's too many words.
I don't like it. Sorry. Let's see. All right. So we're stalemated on that. So that stays. Then we have the fridge versus the bus. Number 4 versus 2.
I like that. The fridge against the bus.
Oh.
The fridge against the bus.
The only knock against the
Damn.
fridge is that, like, it doesn't really describe his play. It's just his size.
Yeah, it's his size.
Versus the bus is kind of both the size and the play.
Yeah, the bus, he's bussing people over.
Yeah. Yeah, get out of the road. The bus is coming through. I do like that.
Fridge, bus. Oh, man. Yeah, this is tough. The fridge, the bus. Yeah, and because they're both super unique, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you leaning bus?
Yeah, I think so. But 4-3.
I guess I am slightly. Yeah, and I think the bus is like a little more flattering as well. It's like, hey, you're the refrigerator. Like, you're kind of maybe
Yeah.
maybe you're not fully on board with that.
Yeah, I mean, a fridge stands still. The bus is coming.
Yeah, the bus. Yeah, the bus.
There went the bus. Like, it's all the. You can use it so many different ways.
What is it you said?
Like, you can use it like, here comes the bus, or there goes the bus.
Yeah.
There went the bus.
Yeah, it's just a slight not. I mean, I could really go either way, but yeah, I guess the bus, just a tiny bit. I'll say bus 4-3. Yeah.
Okay.
So now bus is on the championship side of that bracket.
Yeah. We could do Sweetness versus Primetime.
Yeah. So yeah, we can get the championship side to that bracket. Yeah.
All right, we've got number 3, Sweetness versus number 2, Primetime. This is a good matchup.
Sweetness against Primetime. And I'm trying not to factor in the, I'm trying not to do a Chicago bias thing.
Yeah.
Or a player bias.
It's tough. He's my favorite player of all time.
Yeah, so there's that as well.
I mean, I did love Deion Sanders too. Like, I kind of followed him.
Yeah, I was my Pop Warner team growing up. We were the Falcons. I wore number 21 for a couple years, I believe.
Yeah, I kind of followed him to Dallas for a little bit.
From
San Francisco.
Yeah, and obviously I got to watch Deion play more. Didn't really see Walter was pretty much done by the time I was
87.
able to remember watching football. So
yeah,
the first Bears running back I really remember is Neil Anderson. It was right after Walter. All right, I'm going to go Sweetness 4-3. Because, again, that nickname just encapsulates the whole guy. There's just something special about that nickname. It's an amazing nickname. What can I say, people? Give me a break.
Yeah, for a guy who plays a violent sport to be known as Sweetness.
Yeah, it's like ironic. Yeah, it's fun. And Primetime's great and everything, and that is Deion is Primetime.
Yeah.
But hey, what can I tell you? Sweetness is going to the championship.
Yeah, I agree. 4-3, Sweetness.
It'd be interesting to see who he faces.
Yeah.
We'll have to put that on hold. We'll have people go break the tie of the. We got to break the tie of the Charlie Hustle Iron Mike matchup. All right, yeah. Hey, Kyle, thank you, man. That was a fun bracket. Look forward to picking a champion of that bracket. So that's gonna be pretty freaking badass. All right, let's get to what do I have? This is great for this week.
Yeah.
This is great will be my. So June and July are special for our family. It's all my nieces and nephews' birthdays are June and July. Well, except for one, my nephew's, he's November, but the other one's all June, July birthdays. And we want to give a special shout out to my nephew Luca, whose birthday is June 13th. So happy birthday to my nephew Luca. You are a great young man, turning 6 years old, Luca. Happy birthday, and that is great.
What up, Luca?
Yeah, I'm gonna get him something, and I gotta get gifts for the kids that I'll give to them while I'm in town for 4th of July. So yeah, that's what's up. And then that's about all I have for today. I guess we could do some of the
Comments?
Yeah, we could get into some of our comments where we left off. Yeah.
Cool. I got it. Okay, that's someone. Let's see. Handsome 3K. Kyle.
Oh yeah, it's Kyle again, making a big showing today. Kyle
On 204, the Mike Menendez returns episode. He says, "Hey Joe, audio listener, while I run/workout, that is going back to check the videos and support the channel. But you said something ridiculous during one of the last pods. 20% head on a beer is good.
Yeah.
Love
yeah,
a little
I said
beer with
that.
head, but maybe half an inch at most. Maybe you own stock at the Naughty Pig. Patreon Kyle."
I mean, well, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you, man. I I don't know, half an. Well, I mean, if we're talking about a pint of beer, I mean, how much a half an inch would be? I don't know. You're saying maybe 10? No, I think 20% is a good start. I mean, that head's gonna melt in or whatever. Yeah, I stand by that. 20% head to start.
I like it. I like the way it looks.
I like the way it looks. I want to maybe dip my nose in it. Okay, maybe I want to do that. Did you ever think about that? Yeah, I like a little bit of head to start. So,
yeah.
I'm trying to picture half an inch. Like, yeah, no, that's barely any. That's just like the surface. Nah, I like a little more than that.
Yeah. On episode 203, Passport Rex, Handsome 3K says, just comments boosting the channel. So thank you. That is actually help. Actually
yeah,
helps.
Thank you, man. Yeah, please, people, do that.
On number 205, Summer Treats, SkyGod 2000 says, I think we need a Choco Taco Joe Eats on the pod with Aaron getting his first taste. I am down.
Yeah, I mean, that would be something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't really eat it.
It will totally fuck up my diet, but that's fine.
Yeah.
One day's fine. Brandon Tyler does his thing on episode 205.
Brandon, thank you, bud.
Then Handsome 3K comments, I just updated my screen name, so stop crying, Aaron.
Is this Kyle?
Yeah.
Again? Yeah.
He must have done it, and then it went back and fixed it.
Oh.
But yeah.
Nice, man.
Then on Ep 205, Mark Macias says, can't forget about the classic 7-Eleven cherry Slurpee on a hot summer day. After riding bikes, skateboarding around town, nothing hit the spot like an ice-cold Slurpee.
Slurpees were big.
Amen, my friend.
Yeah, the cherry Slurpee. And with Slurpees, yeah, we'd get them at 7-Eleven. I remember the movie theater even.
Yep.
Yeah, I always went cherry. There was the rare occasion where I would do like the Coca-Cola one.
Yeah.
Nah.
Movie theater would be an icy for the most part.
Yeah.
Slightly different.
But yeah, the Slurpee, yeah, I always went cherry. Did you ever do the Coca-Cola one?
I did, or I would do a blue raspberry occasionally.
Blue raspberry, yeah.
Yeah, or mix them both, cherry and blue raspberry.
Oh, okay, I can see that. But yeah, the original cherry seemed to be the best for sure.
Yeah, they have them at they have like the Coke ones at Burger King. I would get that.
Yeah, I remember they have
summer.
that. Yeah.
The real Patrick Gregory 4 says, "Fire up, bro."
Patrick, yeah, bud.
Not sure if that's him or the imposter. Back on episode 204, Mike Menendez returns. Seabon says, on the zoo thing, it's grouped by biome/habitat. You wouldn't see all the species of bears in one place in the wild. Okay, I'll buy that, but
Yeah,
I also don't think that's how it's done at the zoo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I just don't like
Could be.
that the zoo is on a hill in San Diego. I don't know.
Yeah, zoo on a hill seems weird. Yeah.
Joe, don't worry. The only place you'll see the Dolphins next to the Bears is in the first 5 picks of the NFL draft.
Oh, it's like a zoo reference. Yeah. Good joke too.
Love you both. You're still absolute legends.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Backing up 205, Shobi says the Choco Taco segment almost made me shed a tear.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, those are, like, you think childhood, you think summer, you think ice cream man. Yeah, the Choco Taco is the first thing that pops in my head.
Then on Ep 206, Mike Black returns. SkyGuy 2000 says, you guys did a great job with the bracket. I had T-Rex last Back to the Future final with the T-Rex winning, coming out on top.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm hearing that Michael is currently in the lab coming up with an all-time bracket, so be on the lookout for that. And then Brandon Tyler comments, nice job, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks, Brandon, as well. Yeah, it was a good job, man. Good work on it too, Sky God 2000.
Brandon Tyler does his thing.
Brandon, thanks.
But usually he's got, this is great, this sucks, and
yeah, because I didn't really get a chance to do them.
Yeah.
I saw that he referenced you because you were doing some hooting and hollering.
Yeah. These 4 hoots, hoot
Yeah.
code. This is hoot, and this is great.
Yeah, he was getting. We were talking on the live. He was getting a kick out of your hoots you were doing.
Yeah.
When things started to get a little tense.
Yeah. Then MSLI 253, who still needs a screen name.
Yeah.
Love you, Joe. Stay frosty, he says.
Love you. Yeah, I like that.
And that is all the comments. We are all caught up.
All right, awesome. Yeah, good stuff, guys. Yeah, thanks a lot for writing in. Yeah, guys, comment, like the videos, please. Yeah, watch the YouTube. I know you guys love to listen, but yeah, watch the YouTube. It really helps. And then, yeah, guys, if you can, that Patreon, only $2 a month. Really could use the support. Appreciate you guys very much. And, yeah, and then click that subscribe button on the YouTube if you haven't. Just click a little subscribe. Do that. And quick check through the old notepad. And, yeah, that's everything today. I hope everyone's having a great summer. Be safe out there. Stay safe. Have fun. And, yeah, thank you, Aaron. And thank you guys all out there. That's going to do it for this episode of Joe Code. We'll talk to you next time, guys. Thanks a lot, everybody. You guys are awesome. This is Joe Code Podcast, and I'm your host, Joe Marrese.